Two global superpowers, China and the United States, stand at the center of modern military rivalry. From manpower to missiles, from industrial power to global reach, both nations shape the balance of world security. Today, we'll compare their full 2025 military strength to see who truly dominates the battlefield, the Dragon or the Eagle. Let's start with the Global Firepower Index of 2025. The United States remains ranked number 1 in the world, with a power index of 0.0744, while China follows closely in third place, with a power index of 0.0788, a near tie between two titans of modern warfare. On paper, both are unmatched superpowers. The US keeps a narrow lead through global dominance. China's massive population gives it the world's largest military manpower, with over 2 million active troops and more than 760 million available personnel. It surpasses every other country in numbers. The US, however, relies on smaller but highly trained and technologically supported forces. China dominates manpower, but the US offsets this with professionalism and automation. When it comes to defense spending, the US reigns supreme with $895 billion, while China allocates around $266 billion, still the world's second largest. Yet China's massive reserves and industrial economy fuel rapid military growth. China leads in reserves and purchasing power. The US dominates in annual defense spending. The United States Air Force remains the strongest on Earth, boasting over 13,000 total aircraft, including 1,790 fighters and over 1,000 attack helicopters. China continues to expand rapidly, with 3,300 aircraft and next-generation fighters like the J-20 Mighty Dragon. The US leads with experience and range, while China rapidly closes the gap with stealth innovation. China fields the world's largest tank army with 6,800 tanks and nearly 150,000 armored vehicles. The US, though smaller in numbers, maintains qualitative superiority with advanced systems like the M1A2 Abrams X and Bradley IFV upgrades. China leads in sheer volume. The US leads in quality and battlefield coordination. China's Navy has become the largest in the world by number of ships, with 754 total vessels, including 3 aircraft carriers and 72 corvettes. But the United States Navy still rules the oceans, with 11 nuclear carriers and global deployment capability. China dominates numerically. The US holds absolute blue water supremacy. The US enjoys unmatched global reach. Over 15,000 airports and 666 ports support its worldwide operations. China's massive labor force and merchant fleet, however, sustain industrial-scale logistics. China leads in production. The US leads in global mobility. Energy fuels armies. The United States leads in oil and gas production, while China dominates coal and rare earth resources, critical for weapon manufacturing. China has industrial resources. The US has energy dominance. Both nations span vast territories, over 9 million square kilometers each. The US gains advantage through extended coastlines and global bases, while China's position enables regional power concentration in the Indo-Pacific. The US benefits from global reach. China's geography supports continental defense. The nuclear balance defines ultimate deterrence. The US has around 5,000 active and reserve warheads, while China holds approximately 500, expanding rapidly with new silo fields. China's DF-41 ICBM and JL-3 SLBM missiles mark a new strategic era. The US holds a mature nuclear triad. China's deterrence power is expanding fast. In modern warfare, drones and missiles are game changers. China's Wing-Long, CH-5, and WZ-8 hypersonic UAVs rival US Reapers. Meanwhile, US technology leads in global strike capability with Tomahawk, JASSM, and hypersonic prototypes. China leads in hypersonics. The US dominates in global strike precision. Space and cyber are the new frontiers. The US operates over 800 active satellites, while China runs more than 500. Both nations possess advanced anti-satellite and cyber warfare units. Both are digital superpowers. The US leads in network integration, China in electronic warfare. China is the master of numbers, manpower, ships, and factories. The United States remains the master of reach, technology, logistics, and nuclear superiority. Both are unmatched, and in a real war, the outcome would depend on alliances, timing, and strategy.